Hey Elijah, how you feeling tonight?
Kind of cold.
A little cold?
All my stuff was cold. Our locker room's like an ice box.
I guess he doesn't want an interview.
What?
So how you feeling only having 5 guys out there on the court tonight? A little nervous, a little shifty, or are you feeling confident as ever?
I'm nervous. I don't know what'll happen with me.
Say, is there any effect of into your gameplay that'll take effect because of that?
Don't swing as hard.
All right, thank you. You heard it here first. Don't swing as hard. All right, well, as we get ready to get started here this evening, I assume they're going to do the announcing of the lineups themselves, so I'll leave them to do that. But, you know, we'll find out. Well, there you have it. Well, Panthers, the away team this evening, they're in the blue. They're shooting to the left. Cougars, the home team this evening, they're in the white. They're shooting to the right. Looks like Mark Bryant will be the one in the jump ball circle for the Panthers. And number 25, Grant, going to be the one in the jump ball circle for the Cougars. So We approach the start of the game. Jump ball is made. Both teams getting a hand on that one, but Sean going to be the one to bring this one up for the Panthers. Lobbing that one down towards the paint. Bryant down low. Shoots. A little bit too far gone, but Hronicek there to sweep up the dust and throw it under the rug. Crowd getting into this one pretty quickly. 7:45 remaining in the first quarter of play. Panthers open up the scoring. Grant drives down right side. Hoffer there at that right wing. Throws that one back to the right corner. Pass down low. Shot by Mason. Up and down it comes. Toth getting a hand on that one, but goes over to RJ. Bringing this one out and around. Kyle. Over to Grant. Grant bringing this one out and around town. Directing a little bit of traffic. Doesn't have anyone to pass to as he loses the dribble. And we'll throw it over to Hoffer on the right side, back over to Grant. Grant driving down that right side, finds Hronicek down on the baseline. Very careful not to travel. Mason there with that shot, hitting the rim, coming down. Mason down low, picking that one up. Or Owen down low, picking that one up. Kyle with a shot. A little short on that one, and picked up by Titus Bailey. Bailey favoring the right side of the court. 6:52 on the clock. Drives into the paint. Shot goes up by Bailey. Bring around the Rosie, and that one will pop out. Bryant there with a shot. Foul is on Owen, number 15. Bryant on the left corner, able to find Hronicek on that left wing. Grant there to say hello. Shot goes up by Sean, not able to score off that one. The rim spring has a little bit of a no give into it, and the players have to adjust to it. I'll blame that as the shot not going in. Bryant there driving out the other way, able to draw a foul. Grant called on the hold. Six minute 31 remaining in the first quarter of play. Panthers lead 2-0. Titus Bailey on the baseline, throws that one in. Sean on that left side will get that one into Bailey. Bailey right outside the paint, shoots that up and scores. I won't be able to keep up with the crowd as this lively. 6:20 on the clock. Panthers lead 4-0. Grant here with it, drives towards that right side, able to get that one down to the top of the paint. Shot goes up by Kyle, hits the rim, comes down. Mason to Owen, out to Kyle. Kyle on the left side, throws that rock to the right side. Grant there pops that one up, not able to slap that one in. Kyle there with a valiant effort, but nonetheless controlled by the Panthers. Sean there kept pace with Hoffer. Drives down to the baseline, shot goes up by Sean, not able to score, gets a rebound, slapped away by Kyle into the hands of Mason. Here's Snyder with it, gets that towards that left side. Kyle there taking possession. Kyle Grimm takes his time. Back out top to Grant, and he'll contain this one. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Kyle on that left side, able to pick that one up out of orbit. Just a little bit too much mustard on that pass. And Grant not quite able to control that one. It was a little off target. 5 minutes, 26 on the clock. Panther inbound on the baseline of the attacking zone. Inbound towards that right inner corner. Bryant there with a shot. Not able to find any fire in the pit tonight. Secondary shot, a little far gone. Toth there with a rebound. A little bit too hot and heavy to handle. Hoffer with that rebound, finding Grant. Grant coming down with fire in his footsteps. Shot goes up and scores for the Cougars. Opens that one up 2-4. 5:05 remaining in the first quarter of play. Hronicek able to get that one left side. Bailey with a shot. Scores! 7 now for the Panthers, 2 for the Cougars. Grant going to quarterback the play, coming out of the zone. Takes his time. Able to get that one left side. Snyder down low in trouble. Finds Kyle off to the left wing. Shot goes up. Long distance call. Not able to find Dice. Slapped back in by Owen and controlled by the Panthers. Bailey off to Hronicek. John to Titus on that left wing. Shot goes up for 3. Hits the backboard and falls down. RJ with a shot. Scores! Double fist pump, and that's the end of his celebration. Very modest, but it's still there. 2-9 is the score, 4:20 remaining. Grant taking his time. Pass goes down to Owen. Shot. Hits the rim, comes down. Down low, slapped up by Mason, but coming down with his own Brian out the other way. Brian's called for an over and back. And it will be a Cougar inbound at the half-court line. Hoffer going to be the one inbounding this one. Grant's there to receive it. 3:57 on the clock. Pass down to Logan. Shot from the right inner corner. Hits the backboard and down it comes. Goes off of Grant. Owen there with a pickup. RJ there, pressuring him. Able to get that left wing. Out top of the dome it goes. Kyle drives in. Hits the paint shot. Not able to score off that one. Goes off of Grant into the hands of Toth. And he'll slow things down. Panthers only having 5 guys tonight. They're going to have to make sure they keep those fouls contained and well disciplined. Pass intended for RJ goes off the hands of Kyle and out of bounds. Panthers inbound in the offensive zone. Bailey inbounds. Bryant back over to Bailey. Inside the paint. Shoots. I meant to say shot, but it just didn't come out. My brain can't decide what kind of sentence it wants to form, so it's kind of a Frankenstein when it all comes out. Baseline shot from Taranacek, not able to score. Bryant, down low, shoots, and scores! Making it an 11-2 game. Grant's here into the offensive zone, able to get that one over towards that right side. Mason with that three-point shot, hits the rim, comes back down. Secondary shot by Kyle will be good. Kyle making it a 4-11 game in favor of the Panthers. Closes that gap slightly. Trying to check over to Bailey. Bailey drives into the left side of the paint. Shot. Scores! Answering those 2 points with 2 of his own. 13-4 now the score. Here comes Grant out the other way. Grant taking his time, favoring the left side of the court. Spaces himself out. Hoffer out at the top of the paint. Not able to score off that one. Bailey getting a hand, but Mason there with a secondary. Scores! Trying to get his team amped up. Makes a 6th point onto the board. 2:13 remaining in the first quarter of play. Hronacek over to Bailey. Bailey on that left side, able to get that one down. Mark with a shot. A little bit of a charge, but not called. Kyle going out. Grant out the other way. Slaps that one up for 2. 8 Cougars, 13 Panthers. 1:50 remaining. Titus over to Sean. Sean down the baseline. Shoots a little far. Todd getting a hand on that one. Slapped out by Logan, and that one will be a Panther inbound. Substitution is called. Coming into the play, Jake will take Owen's spot. Owen went down hard on a charge from Mark down low in the paint, so he'll be evaluated by the coach. Goes off RJ's foot. Mason there picking that one up. RJ playing that out of bounds, not called. Out it comes. Jake over towards that right side on that right wing. Grant driving down into the paint. Shoots. Not able to hit that reverse layup, but kept alive by Mason. Grant's here taking his time out top of the zone. Throws that one left side. Logan there picking it up. Kick from Mark. Called for it, and it will be a inbound for the Cougars. Logan there taking this one from the defense to the offense. 1:12 remaining. Towards that left side, able to find Kyle. It's Grant. Grant's on that right side, will drive past Bailey. Passes that one down into the paint, but Bryant read that one like a book. Bryant's out the other way, shoots, and scores! 55 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. And Kyle comes out the other way. Scores 15-8 in favor of the Panthers. Kyle able to get that one over to Grant. Grant taking his time outside of the zone. Takes what space he can find. Pass to the right corner. Kyle back over to Grant. Grant's on that right wing, will drive into the zone. Elijah there defending. Shot missed. Goes up. Hoffer overshoots that one just enough to be considered out of play as it hits the wire holding up the backboard. 28.9 seconds remaining. Titus into Sean. Sean driving out that left side. Hitting the three-point line, finding Bryant outside the paint, turns, shoots, and scores! Pull up a lawn chair and grab the marshmallows. The kid's on fire tonight. 15 seconds remaining here in the first. 17-8 is the score. Grant driving in right side, able to find its way over to Mason. Mason on that right corner, throws that one down low. Grant shoots and scores for a buzzer beater. Holy cheese and crackers, what a way to end the first quarter of play with a 2-point reverse layup. 10 points for the Cougars, 17 for the Panthers. We'll bring you back when we're ready to rock and roll once again. don't get much better than that. 14 minutes, yeah. I don't think Miss Bailey likes this. Again, it'll be a white inbound on the half-court line. 8 minutes on the clock, 10-17 the score. Cougars shooting right, Panthers shooting left. Grant taking possession, will quarterback the play. Grant throws that one long side, but Hronacek there stealing that one away. Mason jabbing at it, not finding any dice. Shot goes up by Sean. Scores! 7 minutes, 40 remaining, only 20 seconds into the quarter. Sean finds 2 points and throws them on the board. Bryant to Titus sends another 2 packing. 30 seconds into the quarter, Panthers up 4 points from where they started. Grant's into the offensive zone, drives, looking for a retaliation. Whistle's blown. Remaining base. They're going to call Sean Hronacek on the block. First foul of the evening. And Sean's the guilty party. Grant with the inbound for the guys in white. Mason bobbles that one. Sean stripping that one away. And we'll walk away with this one. Fouling effort by Mason, but nonetheless it will be Panther ball. Bailey out top of the bubble, able to find his way towards that left side. Hronacek with that shot. Scores once again. 23 now Panthers, 10 for the Cougars. 7 minutes remaining here in the second. And Logan Hoffer will be controlling this one for a change of pace. Logan lobs that one up. Mason comes down with it for 3. Boom! Shakalaka! Cougars now at 13. John into the zone, finds Bailey on the left. Shot goes up, not able to send that one home. Slapped away by Kyle, but into the hands of RJ Falls. Slapped away by Kyle once again. Toss with 2. Not able to slap that one in. Goes off the defense, namely Mason. So it'll be Panther inbound. 6 minutes 25 remaining here in the second. 23-13 is the score. Sean on the left inner corner shoots and scores. 6:20 now remaining. Panthers now at 25. Sean really taking charge with his pull-up stop and shots. I can't remember the terminology Elijah Toth uses for it, so I'll have to ask him at the halftime intermission. Jake back out top. Mason finding Hoffer on that right side. Hoffer dribbles, shoots for 3. A little left on that one. Toth with that rebound control. Mason going down a little hard on that one, feeling it slightly, but he will tough through it. Shot by Bryant will score. Panthers now at 27. Cougars at 13. Timeout by the Cougars. 27-13. Panthers leading. We'll bring you back when the timeout's over. So far, the fouls have been really good. I don't think the Cougars have had one against them so far. Oh, no, I take it back. What's his name had a block called on him, didn't he? I might be thinking of the girls' game, though. But Sean only has one, and we're almost towards the second of the second quarter. And by that, I mean we have just started the second quarter. With 5:40 remaining, it's a 13-27 game. Alrighty, both teams ready to jump back into it. Hoffer there with that inbound. Grant there controlling. 5:36 and ticking. Grant keeps his space from the post guards. Able to get that one over towards that right side. Mason back over to Grant. Bryant there, backs off. Titus lets him leak through, but a pass is deflected off of Toth and out of bounds. It'll be white ball on the baseline. Logan here with the inbound. Gets that one past RJ. Shot by Grant for 3. Scores! Cougars now at 16. 11 points is the difference. Here's Sean with it now. Gets that one up. RJ inside the three-point line. Shot blocked away by Kyle, but he'll be called for the arm. That's Kyle's first of the game. 5:05 remaining. Panthers at 27. Cougars at 16. RJ will have a chance for 2. First one not finding any luck. Secondary's good. RJ gets one of his 2, making it a 28-16 game. Grant into the offensive zone, takes his time. Finds the left side. Hoffer there. Will tread towards the top of the dome. Favors the right point and gives that one off. Shot goes up by Kyle for 3. Overshot. Jake there with that rebound. Keeps that one alive. Finds the hands of Toth, and it will be Panther ball. Mason there pressuring Sean as he tries to exit the zone. Able to find Bailey. Bailey on that left wing. Kyle there to say hello. Back over to Sean. Sean pressured up by Mason, but able to find that left inner corner pass to Titus. Titus with that short shot. 4:30 remaining in the second. Coming out Cougar ball. Grant taking his time, speeds up a bit. Hoffer back out top to the right wing. Bryant making things difficult. Bryant out the other way. In the zone, shoots, and a heavy collision into the wall. Kyle making sure Mark's good. Mark making sure Kyle is good, and we will. Looks like Kyle took the worst of things. Mark's going to let that fuel his play a little bit. 4:13 on the clock. 34. Kyle called on the foul, and Mark will have 2. Hitting the shelf and popping out. Mark's secondary is short. Grant here with the ball, bringing this one out the other way. Able to find his way down to Kyle. Kyle at the top of the paint, able to find his way back over to Grant. Grant for 3. Scores! From downtown. 19 now for the Cougars, bringing them within 9. Sean into the offensive zone with under 4 minutes remaining. Sean outside the paint, shot goes up, and they're going to say that's one on the arm. I heard a hit ball, but I'm not the ref, so I'll be quiet. Number 11, Mason on the foul, and Sean will have 2. First is good. Owen coming back out to play, and it looks like Jake will take a seat on the bench. Here's Sean with a second. Secondary hitting that rim and coming back down. Grant out the other way. Grant at the top of the zone, able to drive into the paint. Shot. A little short on that one, and Horanicek with that rebound. Tries to fend off 2 defenders, and we'll find Bailey. Bailey bringing this one out, favoring the right side of the court. 3:38 remaining. Pulls up, shot. Scores! For 2. Only 2. But a very nice shot nonetheless. 31 now for the Panthers, 19 for the Cougars. Grant's here. Titus is just toes of the shoe. If he had one shoe size smaller, he would have had a 3-point shot, but his shoes were on the line. So it was only 2. Kyle's pass deflected off of Bryant, but works in the favor of the Cougars as Hoffer takes possession. Logan towards that right side. Mason not able to get his hands on that one as it was a little low to the ground. And it will be Panther ball coming out the other way as it trickled out of bounds. Grant there to make things difficult, but RJ all alone. My paper was in the way. Sorry. RJ all alone will pick this one up. Over towards that left side. Bailey there inside the zone. Shot. Not able to find any points at the end of that one, but we'll get the rebound from Toth. Slapped away by Hoffer. Bryant getting a hand on that one, and Horanicek will draw the call. with his hand in the cookie jar for the third time tonight. Pass over to Bailey. Down the baseline. Shoots this one up. And takes 2 points home and throws them on the tally board. Panthers now at 33. Cougars at 19. 2-minute 38 and ticking. Pass goes down left corner. Hoffer brings this one out and around the dome, able to find its way towards Mason. Mason for three. Not able to send that one home, but Toth there with that rebound for the Panthers will find Bailey. Bailey driving in with his fire in his footstep, but Hoffer reads that one like a children's book, and he'll bring this one out the other way. Drives in himself, not able to run that gauntlet, but Grant there with a secondary. Mason with a third. Coming down, Hronacek with that rebound for the Panthers, and he will drive out. Grant there keeping pace with him every step of the way, but Sean turns this one about at the point. Fakes that shot, goes down with a bounce pass over to Bailey. Bailey able to lob that one tight, Toth there with that shot, not able to find it, but Bryant gets that one back over to Toth, slapped away by Owen, and Bryant will take this one outside the zone, driving down that right inner corner. Shot goes up with 1:50 remaining. Toth there with that rebound, finds Bryant once more, scores! Falling down in style. That's the most long-winded sequence of play I have had in over 4 years of doing this. Hoffer lobbing this one out to Mark Mason. Mason slowing things down on the right wing. Looks to take this one to the house himself. Mark making life difficult. Hoffer on that right wing. Looks to take this one out, top of the dome. Slips a little bit, but will be contained by Grant. Grant driving in under his own volition. Shot goes up. Not able to score. No foul called on Elijah Toth. And Grant a little frustrated. Not sure if it's at the caller himself, but nonetheless, frustration ensues. Hronacek bounces that one over to RJ. RJ outside that right wing, finding Sean once more. 1 minute remaining. Shot goes up by Sean. Finding Mark across the ring, and that one will be popped in for two. 50 seconds remaining. 19 Cougars, 37 Panthers. Logan taking his time on that right side. Finds his buddy down on the right side. Mason for two. Hits that shelf, comes back down. Kyle helping that one over to Mason. Overshoots that one. RJ taking possession. Grant there saying hello. Hronacek there taking it now. Passing that one down. Bailey on that left wing will drive in. Shot goes up. A little too far right. Toth getting a hand on that one. Bobbles that one around. And off it goes into the outside the baseline. 17.2 seconds remaining. It'll be a Cougar inbound on the baseline. Here's Owen with it. Over to Grant. Grant will preserve the clock. 17 seconds and ticking now. Hopper on that left side. Pushed up by RJ as well as Sean. Down the baseline treads. Block is called on Sean. That'll be his second of the night. Inbound on the baseline. Logan Hoffer. Pops that one over to Mason. Mason on that left side looks to throw that one out top of the bubble, but not finding any dice. Let go, and out of bounds it falls. Kyle will leave it. 6.4 remaining, and it will be Panther ball. Bailey here with it. Passes that one out top of the dome. RJ for three. Not able to score. 3 seconds remaining. Shot goes up by Mark. Not able to find dice. Hronacek overshoots that one, and that's the end of the half. Panthers 37-19 for the Cougars. Panthers lead, but that's not the end of the story tonight. We still got 16 minutes to play here tonight, and we'll bring you back whenever we're ready to rock and roll once again. So, don't go anywhere. So, Elijah, you got 0 fouls on you. Is that going to affect how you play your second half? Probably. Are you going to smack harder? Are you going to go harder? Or are you just going to keep playing?
I'll smack harder. They're smacking me. It's my turn.
All right, what do you think of number 25 out there on offense?
He's the best player, definitely. He's a good offensive player.
All right, is there anything you want to say to the people at home before we're done?
Don't fall asleep.
All right, thank you. Oh man, my voice. Feeling pretty bad, gonna be honest. Well, we got 30 seconds left. I'll throw out the foul total. Sean's the only one with fouls on the Panther side. He's got 2. Kyle Grimm having 2, number 34. And then with 1 foul, we have number 25, Grant, number 20. Oh, my bad. Number 25, Grant, number 15, Owen. Number 11, Mason. And then number 32, Logan. They all have one foul. If they weren't named, they don't have a foul. So, that being said, we'll jump into the third here shortly. One thing's for certain, no matter what happens tonight, tomorrow, I won't have a voice. So there's that. He's got 4. He didn't get it. It's because I said something, was it? I'm sorry, it's the caster's curse. Alright, we've got 8 minutes on the clock. Panthers inbounding this one, shooting to the right this time around. Here's Sean Hronacek into the zone. Grant there shuffling his feet, able to get that pass over to Bailey. Bailey on that right side, able to find Bryant. RJ on that left side will bobble that one up. Mason getting in on that one, and Brian in there just to make sure it's a jump ball. In the end of things, it will be a white ball coming out of their own zone. Hoffer inbounding this one, and Grant will preserve the clock. Grant treads into the offensive zone. Takes his time. Able to find its way over to Kyle. Hand it off to Grant. Grant looks left, goes right, across the court, but Toth doesn't let that one slide in his kitchen. Here comes Hronacek out the other way. Cuts down into the middle, slides that one up the gut, and scores! Oh man, that was a voice, and scores. That shows you the wear and tear in my voice already tonight. 34 Panthers, 19 Cougars. Able to slide that one towards that left side. Owen on that left corner receives that one from Grant. Looks for Grant once more. Kicked away by Sean. Picked up by Mark, but stripped away by Grant. Grant there with that shot. A little short on that one. Hronacek there with that rebound. 7 minutes remaining. Grant there ever vigilant. Slaps that one down low. Titus Bailey keeps that one in bounds, and into the middle it goes. Kyle there picking up that loose ball. RJ from behind slaps that one down, and it will be white ball. 6 minute 49 remaining in the third quarter of play. 19:39 remains the score. Panthers in the lead by 20. Logan looks for that one towards that left side. Titus Bailey there on the baseline picking that one up. Bailey finding a little bit of elbow room, will take it for 3. Bounces up and over the backboard. It will be deemed out of bounds, and it will be coming out white ball. Owen here going to be the one inbounding this one. And it looks like Logan going to be the one taking it out. Logan taking his time. Favors that right side. Bounces this one out to Grant. Back down to Logan. Logan looks for that pass into the top of the crease. Mark able to sub that one over to Bailey. Back out top to Mark. Mark keeps that one alive, but almost takes a face full of concrete, but makes sure he stays upright. Will be white ball in the offensive zone. We'll blame that one on Bailey with a sloppy pass. Kyle into the zone. Finds Mason. Mason for 3. Hits the shove, comes back down. Toth there controlling that one. Logan there saying hello, then backing off. Hronacek with one man staring him down, being Grant at the half-court line. Hronacek tries to back check him out. Goes off Grant, but into the hands of Bailey. Bailey driving down that baseline, shoots. Not able to find any dice on that shot, and Owen will come out the other way. Owen stopped up on that left wing, sends that one over to Grant. Grant met up by RJ. Grant bounces that one down. Kyle for 2. Goes off a tip from the defense, and Hronacek will take this one out. Stopped up, finds a little elbow room, and hands this one off to Bailey. Hronacek on that left side. Kyle there to say hello. Drives down to the baseline. Shot goes up by Sean. Not able to find anything there. Passes goes out to Grant. Grant driving down. Bailey getting hit on that one, but not able to deter the determination that's inside of the jersey, number 25. RJ passes over to Hronacek on that left wing. Will be stopped up. Then passes that one down to Mark. Back over to Sean. Sean driving into the paint. Shoots. And scores! Making it 41-21. The crowd very much just died off. I don't know what happened. The atmosphere changed. There's a lot more people here than there was in the first. Kyle able to get that one over to Hoffer. Hoffer bouncing that one down. Owen with 2. A little short on that one. Sean able to pick that one up, and Titus going to try to take this one out, but Grant's not going to let that one be easy. Titus driving down inside the paint, shoots, and scores! Takes that one to the house and pops that one in for 2. Cougars crowd growing a little uneasy, a little restless. Shot from Mason for three, hits the rim, comes down. Owen there picks that one up into the left corner. RJ applies pressure, goes out the foot of Mark and into the hands of Hoffer. Hoffer at further free throw line, beams that one into the backboard and down to Elijah's hands, finding Titus on the left. And Titus into the offensive zone, drives. Inside the three-point line shot, not able to find any dice with that shot, but Mark there with that rebound, not able to clean that one up with the push broom. Mark gets a hand on that one. Kyle, they're boxing that one out quite nicely. Will be a white inbound in the corner. Just under 4 minutes remaining, 3:50 to be exact. Cougars 21, Panthers at 43. Pass down, Hoffer with a shot for two. Hits the rim, comes down, goes off top and into the hands of Kyle. Kyle outside the three-point line, looks towards that left side. Grant there drives in, able to get that one through the legs of Toth. Shot goes up by Logan, not able to get that one in. Elijah there strips that one free, but before that happens, it will be a jump ball. 3 minutes 30 remaining in the third quarter of play. Timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers. It will be an inbound on the baseline from the jump ball when we come back. Score is 21-43. Looks like we're ready to jump back into things. And they're inbound on the baseline. Pass goes in from Bailey over to Sean. Sean driving into the offensive zone with fire. Gets past Jake. Shot goes up. And down it comes. No points awarded. Grant there coming out the other way. Sean feeling that one a little bit from the collision after the shot was released. 3:14 on the clock and ticking. Grant drives right. Loses that one. Coming out. Blue ball. Bailey able to get that one out. Kronchuk driving down that left side. Grant there to say hello, but Bailey on top of the dome grabs that one. Jake applying pressure, able to find RJ for three. A little far gone, goes off of Mason, then off the hands of Owen and out of bounds. If it wasn't Owen, it was Kyle. Nonetheless, Panther ball. Titus over to RJ. RJ on that right corner will drive in, taking a little bit of space away from him in the rim, but not able to find any dice. Mark's right foot on the line whenever he touched that ball will be deemed out of bounds, and it will be a Cougar inbound. Owen here to carry this one forward. Owen met up by Bryant, but able to get that one off to Grant. Grant directing traffic a little bit, drives in left side. Tries to weave in through the defense, but finds Jake outside on that right wing, not able to find a shot with that one. Grant there drives into the paint, shot goes up. Titus, not able to find any points awarded from that one. Hranachek here with it now. Pressured up by Grant with 2:25 remaining in the third quarter of play. Shot by Titus, a little high off the backboard, and Kyle will contain it. Kyle treads on. 2:14 on the clock. Lobs that one into Orban, and down it comes into the hands of Mason. Shoots that one up. Boom! Shakalaka! Beautiful three-point shot brings that score to 24-43. Hranachek into the zone drive, shoots inside the paint, and sends two up on the board to answer the three that was just applied. 1:50 remaining here in the third quarter of play. Cougars 24, Panthers 45, 11 points the difference. 21 points the difference. I can't do math. Owen retreating off to the right side, finds Mason for three. Not able to repeat this last shot. Gets that one over to Bailey. Bailey into the offensive zone, gets that one down. But Kyle there to slap that one free, and Owen there to pick it up. 1:19 remaining. Owen into the offensive zone. Fakes left, goes right. Grant down to Mason. Mason in trouble. Gets that one out. Bryant keeps that one dribbling. Loses that one. RJ finds just trouble when he looks up. Grant there with a shot. Whistle's blown. What is the call? Sean Hronacek on the block. I think he set his feet. It must be something personal between Sean and the referees. Two shots will be the result. That'll be his third of the night. First of the half. First one goes in like butter. Secondary snaps that one up and snaps into it like you'd snap into a Slim Jim. 1:03 on the clock. Grant stabs that one away. Grant takes his time, lets his team get set up. On that right wing, pops that one over towards that left side. Kyle for three. It's his blackboard. The blackboard. Oh, I'm 7 years old again. Backboard and pops down to Elijah. Out to Titus. Titus drives down the baseline. Goes off Owen into the hands of Grant. Grant comes out the other way. Grant, Euro steps. Shoots and scores! 28 now for the Cougars. 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of play. Titus Bailey here treading across that half-court line. Slows things up. Grant slaps that one down. And he's got one to beat. Shot. And scores! But it's not done yet. He's still going with the full court press, the lone man up top. Titus Bailey bobbles that one. Chick not able to grab it. 10 seconds remaining. Hronacek drives down the left side. Pulls up. Shot. And score! And that'll be the end. Panthers at 47. Cougars at 30. We'll bring you back whenever we're ready to rock and roll in the fourth quarter of play. Well, there's your intermission entertainment if you're watching this on the first pass. It's a little loud. Please don't return that. Well, we got 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter of play. We'll see who's the victor at the end of this argument. Shot from Mason. Not able to open up the scoring. Going down low with rebound. Brings it out top of the bubble. Towards that left side. Kyle to Grant. Grant tries to drive in past Hronacek. Top there. Tries to get a hand on that one, but not able to find it either. Somehow bounces out of the rim. And down it comes. Bryant there under pressure. Push is called. 25 with his... That'll be Grant's second of the game, first of the half. Bailey goes into Sean. Sean to Bailey. Bailey on the left, three. Not able to pop that one like the weasel pops out of the thingamawhat's it. The shape. Wait, they never said what the weasel... Alright, never mind. That's irrelevant. Mason with a shot! Not able to score. Owen with the rebound. Taking this one out to Kyle. Kyle at the free throw line. Shoots. And scores! Cougars now at 32. Bailey back over to Hronacek. Hronacek drives into the zone. Shot. Not able to find any dice, and down it comes to Kyle. Kyle beams that one to Grant. Grant down low, shoots! A little too much mustard on that hot dog. finds Hronacek. Lobs that one across the court over to Bailey. Bailey in the left corner, pressured up by Mason. Able to find Hronacek, throws that one down low. Owen called on the foul. That'll be his second of the night, first of the half. Bailey on the baseline will take the inbound for the Panthers. Lobs that one over to the left inner corner, back over to Bailey. Bailey tries to drive into the paint. Gets down between the defenders, shoots, not able to score. Mark getting a hand on that one. Hronacek with a shot, draws the foul off of Mason. That's Mason's second. Oh, this cough drop's like a fruit gusher. Something just exploded in my mouth. You'll have two. First one, nothing but net. Logan coming in to take Mason's spot. Sean secondary hitting that shelf. Bryant down low. Hoffer not able to get control of that one. Hronacek into the zone, shoots. Not able to score off that one. Behind the back, Kyle just getting Mark into a chokehold, and it will be called a jump ball. Panther ball in the offensive zone. Titus Bailey here inbounding this one, able to find Sean. Sean bouncing that one down, goes off the foot of Kylan, out of bounds. Panther ball down on the baseline. Titus Bailey going to be the one inbounding this one. Able to find Mark. Mark on that right inner corner, able to drive in, trying to get past Kyle. Not able to do so, but does get a shot off and scores! Mark fired up, but he's really not showing it too much. He'll have one free throw at the end of this. As that shelf comes down, Mark getting a hit on that one, and he will recover it. Bailey out top of the zone, drives in the center lane, lobs that one to Bryant, shoots and scores! Holy cheese and crackers! 5:50 on the clock. Panthers extend the lead to 52-32. Logan towards that right side. Grant gonna drive into the zone, taking this one to the house, and boom goes the dynamite. Grant returning that call with a swift action. 5:30 remaining. Sean lobs the left side. Bailey back over to Sean. Sean out top of the paint, shoots and scores! The chemistry there is undaunting. Assuming I know what that word means. Hoffer goes off to Grant. Grant driving into the paint. Shoots that one up and whistle's blown. They're gonna call Sean on another one. That's his fourth of the night. I thought for sure that was on Elijah. Sean with one more before that's it. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth. Playing a man down is gonna be rough. They are up by 20 points. They realistically shouldn't have to play too aggressive, but they do have to keep up with the pace. Spencer Grimm coming in. Jake gonna take a seat on the bench. Kyle taking a seat on the bench, and taking his spot is Mason. Shot by Grant, goes up and in. 35 now, whistle's blown. Shot's no good, point guard left 30, 41, 31. Nonetheless, I missed the call, but we're gonna play on. Hronacek driving down to the left block. Shot goes up, hits that rim, comes down. Bryant getting a hand on that one inside the paint, finding Hronacek, shooting, and missing. Bryant there with a rebound, though, gonna try to sweep that one up, but draws the foul in the process. Reaches for the eye. It looks like he's gonna be all right. Mason called on the chop block. That's his third of the night, second of the half. With 4:55 remaining, Mark Bryant will have two. First one bobbles around like a pinball in a pinball machine, but nonetheless it does go down. Mason looking downfield for the next play. Secondary is a good one. And there's now at 56. Cougars remain at 34. Logan going to quarterback this play. Favoring that left side. Bryant there, eyeing him up, making sure he doesn't try anything, but he does try something. But Titus Bailey there to shut that one down. Pass intended for Spencer down low. Branichek faking that pass, but goes for it down low rather than up high. Grant there with as much energy as a gerbil hyped up on Red Bull. Pass down low. Bryant turns the corner, shoots, and scores! Panthers now at 58. Cougars at 34. Logan towards that left side, able to pop that one down low. Owen turns, shoots. Not able to get that one in. Spencer trying after that one, but it looks like Mason will be the one shooting that one. Little contact after the shot. Mark looks like he was the guilty party as the offensive defenseman. But he did get the shot block, so I think that's why they're going to let him off the hook. Grant giving that one over. Hoffer bringing this into the zone. 4:05 remaining in the game. To Mason for three. Little too high off the ground as it hits the backboard. Harnachek with the rebound, finding Bailey. Over to Mark. Mark over to Bailey. Lobs that one into orbit. Spencer almost able to get that one, but not quite. Bailey shooting. And Bailey scoring. Here is Grant out the other way with 3:38 remaining in the game. 60-34 is the score. Panthers are in the lead. Shot by Grant. Bobbles around, and that's about as unlucky as you can get. Spencer taking a hard fall down inside the paint. His efforts might be rewarded, but Panthers coming out the other way. Spencer staying in the play, sliding a little bit. Is he wearing tennis shoes? Titus Bailey with another bucket. As I was distracted looking at Spencer's flashy shoes. Driving in, Logan Hoffer looks to take that into the house, but Bailey slaps that one away. Mark bringing this one out the other way. Slaps it over to RJ. Shot from the baseline, hitting the rim. Coming down, Bryant with a shot. Scores! Everything coming up for the guys in blue late in the fourth quarter of play. The score is now at a differential of 30. Grant's on the right. Mason for three. Boom! Shakalaka! Mason just time and time again taking out the trash from downtown. 2:28 remaining. 37 Cougars, 64 Panthers. RJ lobs it up. Owen reaches for it. Toth not able to control it. Spencer comes away with it, finding Grant. Grant down on that right inner corner. Will drive down the baseline. Shoots. Slapped away by Elijah and out the other way. RJ with only one man to beat. That being the rim. Slapped away by the defense. Out to RJ. What a pass! Almost able to send that one home, but a little too high off the bounce. And here comes Logan. Logan for two. Slapped away. Taken charge by Elijah. And they call that one a white ball. Interesting turn of events. Logan had it standing out of bounds, but they're going to call it white. All right, I'm not here to officiate the game. I'm just going to tell you what I see. Out the other way, Mark for two. Not able to get enough mustard on that one. Down low, regains his own possession. Lobs that one to Harnachek with a no-look pass. Shot, not able to score, but a whistle is blown. Mason's called for another foul. That is his, I believe it's his fourth of the game. Third of the half. Spencer, the one man out with Titus Bailey. You say three? I think 3 shots. First one's a little short. That's what we call an air ball. Kyle Graham coming in. Mason Snyder going onto the bench. Good shift from him this evening. Very entertaining. Secondary hitting the net and going in. I thought they said 3, and I was mistaken. 1:40 remaining in the fourth quarter of play. Panthers up 65-37. Let me focus on my camera work here a little bit. Kyle driving into the zone, getting past 2, but finding Owen on that right inner corner. Shot goes a little far left, goes off Logan and into the hands of Harnachek. Bailey gonna bring this one out for the guys in blue. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining, and it will take on. Hitting the three-point line, driving down that right lane, 0 steps into the middle. Shoots and not able to find any dice there. Owen will bring this one out. Owen taking charge at the half-court line. Approaches the three-point line, passes it to the left side. Bryant getting a hand on that one and coming out RJ. RJ getting it back to Bryant. To RJ once more. RJ for three. Overshoots that one, but Bryant there, not able to sweep that one under the rug. Logan out the other way, hitting the three-point line, treading right. 45 seconds remaining. Grant into the middle. Hoffer not able to grab that one, but he does. He makes me eat my own words on the spot. Bailey there intercepting that pass intended for Grant, and Logan in a little bit of discomfort here nearing the end of the game. RJ driving down the baseline. Push from behind. Grant called for his third of the night, second of the half. 28.5 seconds remaining. That'll be a 1-and-1. The Panthers are in the bonus. RJ's going to take his chance to shoot his shots and practice up. When it comes to the 1-and-1, if you make the first, you get a second. If not, you play on. First one's no good, and it's play on. Maybe I should have said it louder. Owen over to Kyle for three. Scores! 20 seconds remaining. 40 now for the Cougars. Titus Bailey getting a pick from RJ. Gets a little bit of elbow room from Hopper. RJ drives towards the paint. Weaves out. Shoots and scores! RJ making his mark on the board. 1 second remaining. Almost! And the buzzer sounds. 27 points is the difference at the end of the story tonight. Panthers take the win 67-40. And that's the most entertaining game I've seen in a long time. I don't know if it's the atmosphere, the skill on the court, or a combination of all three. I only said two, didn't I? I'm not here because of my math skills. I'm here because I can hold a camera. Just beautiful basketball here this evening. Nothing to hang your head about if you're playing on either team. But yeah, Panthers only having 5 guys dealt well with the fouls, unless your name is Sean. I don't think a single player got called for a foul that wasn't Sean, and that says a lot. But nonetheless, thank you for tuning in. I'm Gabriel Issa. This is Slippery Rock Sports Network, and we will see you next time. Oh, there he goes. Watch out, he's got a water bottle. Oh, there he goes. His name's Elijah. 45. That wasn't my finest moment, but it was a moment. I can say that much. Will he make it? Just thinking about it. Is she gonna make it? Not quite. Will he make it? Not quite. Will she make it? Not quite. I just want one. Make one. Make one. You with the face. She's chucking it. It is a strategy. Let's see if she can do it. Just make one. I want to leave. Please? Oh. Please, just make one. Make one. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for me.